recording. No, stop. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Welcome to the Disenfranchised Podcast, folks.
That's it. Oh, we got a new host this week. Great.
I'm bad. You know what I am?
There it is. We did it.
Hey. Wowzers.
What a
I did not mean to do that. It's just my mouse is a USB Bluetooth mouse, so it goes to sleep and I have to click it to wake it up. And like it was sitting on top of the record
over the button.
And I clicked it to wake it up, but it was not asleep. So I am.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you. That's just
we
me.
recognize.
Still same OG, but I've been low key. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shot real quick, and then Steven, you can start with the startings and the beginnings and the introductions.
Okay, you give me my in, I guess.
Oh, good God. You know it's fancy because I almost put it in my lungs.
So fancy, you gotta breathe it in.
No, don't. I do not recommend breathing whiskey.
No, it's not fun at all.
That's the thing is you don't breathe for a while when it goes in your lungs, and you feel like you're drowning.
You're drowning in fire because it burns. The fire, it burns me.
And action.
Boo! And welcome to the Disenfranchised Podcast. We're that podcast all about those franchises of one. Those films that fancy themselves full-fledged franchises before falling flat on their face after the first film. And this is is it our sixth annual? 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is our sixth annual Spooky-thon. And it's week 2 of the Spooky-thon. We are this month talking all about 2000s era remakes, and we've got a good one for you. I'm your host, Stephen Foxworthy. Joining me, as always, the only man you don't want to see chasing you with an axe down a long corridor, it's Tucker. Hey, Tucker.
Hello, Stephen, and why would you want other people to, but not me?
I will leave that to the audience to decide.
Okay, hit us up in the comments. Tell us why you don't want me chasing you, but everybody else is fine to chase you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, guys. Wait, I did that backwards. That's my bad.
Patreon.com/disenfranchised. Join the official conversation of the Disenfranchised Podcast. Also joining us tonight, we have a very special guest coming back to the show. It's the man behind the Grand Voodoo Band. In fact, you might call him the Grand Voodoo Man.
Hey.
It's Evan Wilson. Evan, welcome back.
Howdy. Happy to be here.
Always
Happy
a pleasure to have
season,
you back,
boys.
sir. Yes. And we are talking about that just crown jewel of the 2000s remake era, the 2005 remake of the Amityvillle Horror, directed by Andrew Douglas, written by Scott Kosar, and starring Ryan Reynolds, Melissa George, Jesse James, Jimmy Bennett, Chloe Grace Moretz, Rachel Nichols, the late, great Phillip Baker Hall. What a cast. What a picture.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, dude. I didn't even know. I've seen this movie probably 4 or 5 times. I own it on DVD. It was one of those. It was still like 2005 was still the time of blind buy DVDs because you couldn't really like stream it first. But I haven't seen it in so long. Like I say, I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times in my life since 2005, but I hadn't seen it in so long that I didn't realize that Chloe Grace Moretz was in it. I didn't realize she was the little gal.
Her first movie role, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, introducing, it says at the end, and introducing.
Wow. And she's, I mean, you get right away, like, she's a talent. Like, right away. She's like, so good at introduction. This.
Yeah.
She's like 8 years old, I think, when they're making this. 7 or 8 years old. And, like, holy shit. Like, unbelievable. I
think all the kids are good, really.
Yeah.
I think all the kids are really good in this.
The kids, yes, are very good. The adults are there too. I will not disrespect my beloved Melissa George, but yeah.
I will say that I like Ryan Reynolds in this movie for a few reasons. One, he's not playing Ryan Reynolds.
Well, after a certain point, he's not playing Ryan Reynolds, but right there at the beginning, there's a lot of that Ryan Reynolds shit.
The charm is there, but it's not turned up to 11 like it normally is.
He's still goofy as shit, though.
I disagree. I really like the stuff, the family stuff in this movie. I don't think that this movie is very scary or particularly very disturbing, except for a few scenes. But I really, really like the family dynamics in this, and I like the way that they portray them. And I think I like them more now that I am an adult with a family, because I see some of the frustrations, and when he starts going nuts, I recognize that as something that in my head sometimes I feel like doing, but would not do. Like Ryan Reynolds, after he starts going nuts, is every parent's like what they're thinking in their brain when they're like, "It's okay, kiddo, you're all right, everything's fine, you're not in trouble," and inside you're like, "You son of a bitch,
catch them, kill them."
My favorite part of this movie, is the first time he yells at the youngest boy, and then like he realizes how shitty he's been, and he hugs him and apologizes. I was a mess after that because I've been there so many times where I'm just like, you little fucking no, I'm sorry, come here, I didn't mean it, come here, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And then you genuinely
I meant it in the moment,
in those
but
moments.
Not later afterwards.
Yes. Like I was a mess after that part this time because of my change in perspective. I was like, oh, I feel that so hard. I have given so many of those hugs.
So Tucker, you blind bought this in 2005 on digital video disc. What is your history with the franchise Amityville Horror writ large?
I don't really give a fuck about it. I saw the original, and I think it's a piece of trash. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it's scary. I think it really, really sucks. And every other Amityville movie sucks.
Tucker, please don't hold back just because it's us, man. You don't have to hold anything. Just put it out there, man.
Okay, no, they're all really terrible, and it's such a disjointed franchise because, like, anybody can make an Amityville movie.
Literally.
And so everyone has, and none of them, like, even the best one, people say the first one's the best, even the first one isn't good. So I would say, for me, the remake is the best one I've seen, the best Amityville movie I've ever seen in my whole life. Though I do, what's Josh Brolin's dad's name?
James.
Yes, James Brolin. I do really love his look in the original. I like his beard and hair and like his clothing. I like he's rocking bell bottoms the whole time and the big fucking collar. Like way into that.
I mean, it was the 70s after all.
Unlike this movie where they just say it's the 70s and everybody just looks like they're in 2005 with their hairstyles.
Correct. Yeah, it's pretty awful in that regard. Evan, what is your history with this film, with this franchise, with Ryan Reynolds as a human being? Like, just lay it all out there.
Oh, you didn't ask me that. I had stuff to say about Ryan Reynolds. You didn't ask me that.
We'll come back to you. You're fun.
Whatever.
Let the guest talk, damn it.
Whatever.
So, like, when I was watching this, I had a flashback of, like, watching this on my, like, parents' couch with my dad, around, like, 2005, 2006, with it, like, it was either, like, re-airing on TV, or there's also a possibility that we had gone to the Family Video or Blockbuster down the way and picked up a DVD to play it at home. But I distinctly remember my dad saying, this is nothing. You should see the original. And, you know, I guess, like, we went back the next week and we rented the original. And I don't really have any, like, experience outside of this and the original, like, film out of the series. I don't recall ever watching any of the sequels at all. And, like, honestly, like, I have the most experience when I'm looking back with the 2005 version. You know, I mean, I know the core scenes from Amityville, they're like classics, you know, the thing that catapulted it to where it is. But I think I was more steeped in this film, and I think it also just like came out at a time when I was like at the right age. I was like 13 or whatever. So uh it came out around the right time for me to like really engross in it. And I guess it hit harder from my recollection when I was that age um than it did now. Is all I'll say.
Okay, I mean that's
Yeah.
totally fair.
It just felt
I
dated coming back. It's just like quintessential 2005 like editing is like I think the thing
yes.
that leaped off the screen the quickest to me was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, those are some quick edits, bro. And like it's like very in your face and like extreme and like isn't this
Mm-hmm.
scary? And it's like, yeah, I mean, sure. Like, I don't know. There was just like touches where I'm like, that's a very 2005 touch on the film.
Yes.
I started
Like
timing
we're
it actually at the very last scene. I started counting out one Mississippi, two Mississippi for all the edits, and it's like
yeah.
there wasn't a shot that lasted more than 3.5 seconds
That does not surprise me even a
before
little
I
bit.
gave up. And before I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I was just counting one Mississippi, two Mississippi over and over again.
Well, any shot that lasts longer than that, they're just setting up a jump scare.
Right.
Like
right.
if it's not rapid edit, it's like we're gonna sit here until something jumps on screen and screams at you, so that you go, ah! Like
Yeah.
that's pretty
That
much all. And again,
impending
that's
something's around the corner vibe. Yeah, totally.
right. And this movie is just lousy with jump scares. They're all over this fucking thing,
dude. Yeah, and then it's just the CGI looks terrible. The like
It's a shame.
It's just not great, and you get too much of a good look at some of the scares to where I'm like,
Yes.
my eyes don't need to focus on how bad it looks right now. Like we're losing the magic, people.
It's that early age of CGI where it's just strong enough that people are like, we can do everything with CGI. And then they realize that if we want to do it well, we're going to need a lot bigger budget than what we have allotted for this. And so it ends up all looking kind of shitty. Now, I will say some of these effects are better than other films of the era, but that's not saying
Frighteners. We're talking about you. Jeez Louise.
I mean, looking at of course, Frighteners is also like 8 years ahead of this movie too. Like Frighteners is 97. Yeah. So like, I mean, you expect, and that was like the first film ever for Weta Digital too. So like they're learning on that movie. Like I
think that the shitty CGI in the Frighteners kind of works for the film, not against it. As someone who watched it Saturday night with my nephew,
I love that movie.
He thoroughly enjoyed it. I knew it was going to be right up his alley because he's obsessed with things from New Zealand. He likes Peter Jackson and he freaking loves Jeffrey Combs. And so I was like, ooh, I got something for you. Boy, I got something for you. And so I showed it to him and he freaked out and died. But he came back to life, so it's okay.
That's handy. And then he walked around just talking about how his body was a roadmap of pain.
Yes, what I was saying about the effects and everything, to go back to that, I think that there was a lot of time wasted on jump scares and physical manifestations of the ghosts and everything, because for my money, and your mileage may vary, but I think Ryan Reynolds is the scariest thing in this movie, and the more that they focused on that, I think it would have been better to make all that other shit more of a mystery and just focus on him going nuts and getting more and more insane and more mean as the movie went on. And I really did love the touch to where, like, when he leaves, when he's not at the house, like even the wife is like, you're like straight up not an asshole right now.
Right.
That we're not at the house. And he's like, yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? And then like, as soon as they get back to the house, he's like, oh, you fucking suck. And you're like, oh, well, okay. I guess we're going to hang out at the house then. Cause that makes sense.
Right. Never leave this place.
Yeah.
I saw this movie for the first time last night.
Wow.
And this is also, let me just check my notes here, the first Amityville movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
So this is my entry point. Now, HBO Max did decide that I needed to watch the original right after this one, and I was like, I got to go to bed, bitch. And then I didn't fall asleep for 3 more hours because my body hates me. So, So yeah, I could have watched it and probably been okay because apparently, according to you, it's not scary. So I probably could have been fine.
Steven, you know what I watched after this? I was telling Jimmy this before the recording. I was watching this movie and I was like, I like this movie. I do like it's above average. Like I think it's pretty okay, and there's some stuff I really like. But you know what's kind of like this, but like 100 times better? Sinister.
And
And
the
so I fucking
scariest
watched
movie I've ever
Sinister.
seen.
Like as soon as this was credits ended, logos, Universal, and I'm like, okay, cool. Sinister. Immediately after, like
Did
double
we talk
feature
about Sinister
style.
last week? Am I dreaming, or did we talk about Sinister
We've been
last week?
talking about it a lot recently.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know it's come up in conversation between you and I, because again, the thing that freaks me the fuck out about that movie is they did everything right. They did the right shit.
We talked about it because Officer So-and-so was in last week's movie.
Yes, that's what we did. That's what it was. James Ransone, the great James Ransone, who honestly probably would have been a great lead in this movie. Let's be honest. He would have blown it out of the water, quite frankly. But alas, he is not in this movie. But you know who I love in this movie is Melissa George.
Oh, you like her? I don't even know who the fuck that is. Like, I know who she is from this movie, but what else do I know her from?
I recognize her for sure.
She has a very memorable scene, if you know what I mean, and I think you do, in Alex Proyas' Dark City.
Oh, does she show her butt?
No.
Do we see her breasts?
We do in that movie.
There it is.
She's also in a recurring character in the third season of Alias, which is my favorite season of that show. I mean, she's one of those actresses who's just been in so much stuff over the course of her career.
Oh, she was in LA Confidential. Oh no, the pilot for the TV series. Anyway,
right? That we'll cover on our inevitable failed pilots spinoff show.
She was in Mulholland Drive. I don't remember her in that. Sugar and Spice. I don't remember her in that.
Oh, she's the other girl. This is the girl, but in the latter half of the movie, after Naomi Watts goes off the rails.
Oh.
She's the other blonde girl.
Very cool.
Outside of that, I have not seen any of these things, and if I have, I don't remember her in them.
She's just kind of one of those people who, like, we were trying to make happen for a while and never really did. I'm pretty sure she gets Amityville Horror off the strength of her role in Alias. She plays the girl that Sydney's guy ends up with after she's like in a coma for a year or something. She's in 30 Days of Night.
Oh yeah, I saw that once when it came out.
Right. Gothica.
Saw that once when it came out.
La Liaison Dangereuse, La Dangerous Liaisons TV movie.
Of course, everybody's seen that.
Shut up. No, she's just kind of one of those people, and then she never really hit. I think this is kind of her biggest, probably her biggest play. Outside, I mean, we're trying to hit it for a few years, like Therese does, Derailed. Like,
sounds
she's in
like
a few
you're still
things.
trying to hit it, Steven, as much as you like her.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. But I don't know why she'd say yes, but I wouldn't say no. But no, I think she's great, and she's a very talented actress as well. I think she's actually very good in this movie. It's kind of a thankless role, but I think she does fairly well with it. So
yeah. No, I like her too. I really like the chemistry between her and Ryan Reynolds. Like, especially from the beginning, I believe them as a couple.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially that opening scene where you're just like establishing chemistry and stuff. You're like, oh, yeah. And then what is it, like 2 to 5 minutes later, they have that like montage where it's like the 8mm and
dude.
All those fuzzy feelings.
You need that early on to kind of establish the erosion of the relationship. It's something you don't really get in The Shining, and I think it's one of the failings of The Shining as a film is that you don't really establish anything good in their relationship prior to it starting. Like, Jack Nicholson's kind of always an asshole in that movie.
You just dive right into it, really. Of like, this makes me feel uncomfortable. All right, cool.
I do kind of
Surely
wish
it'll get better.
I do kind of wish that in this film that it went a little slower with that, because I do enjoy the few scenes that we have where it's just kind of starting to get to him and he's like, what's wrong with me? You know, it goes from that to like, he's just fully insane too quickly for me. I wish there were more kind of in between stuff, because I think Ryan Reynolds plays that very well, kind of going from mean to like confused to, you know, feeling bad, feeling sorry, you know. I think he does a really good job with those few scenes that he gets to do that, but then after that he's just a fucking madman.
Right. And I mean, it's a 90-minute movie, so we don't have a lot of time to spend. But
I know.
There's probably a director's cut that's a lot longer that has more of that shit in it. But I mean, because you want it's a horror movie, and it's an early aughts horror movie, so you want to get to, you know, the grisly murders and the animal killing and the, you know, terrorizing children as quickly as you possibly can, because that's what we're going to the movies for. It's 2005. It's post 9/11. We've already seen Saw and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake at this point. Like,
straight up,
we're like heading in that direction and kind of hurtling towards it. It's got to be darker, grimier, grittier. Like the one thing that kind of sets this movie apart from its forebears of the era is that it doesn't have like that green or like blue filter on it, that like scuzzy looking filter that makes everything look really gross. It's kind of the only thing we're missing.
I do actually really appreciate the lighting and the color grading in this film, because despite the fact that all of the main actors have modern hairstyles, everything else, including the color grading and some of the cinematography and the lighting, feels very 70s to me.
It does. That feels very intentional.
Steven, there was that last scene where he's in the like sub basement or whatever, and he gets to the preacher, the minister, whatever his title was, and the color grading completely changes to that actual. They do tease that sort of like grimy, gritty look for like 5 seconds, but like,
nice catch. Right. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, it was definitely there though. Still, like, I was like, oh, there's that 2005 filter. There it is.
There's the Saw filter. There it is.
But it was well done, because it was just in that moment of him kind of getting that flash of, that flashback or whatever you want to call it, you know.
Right.
So,
speaking of flashbacks, if I may say, I love that they start this movie with the DeFeo murders, because in the original, they barely talk about it and they just do it in the sequel. Amityville 2 is just the DeFeo murders. And I'm glad that they do that as kind of the cold open, because it sets the tone for the house a lot better. And like it gives you context. You're in the know in that scene where they're touring the house.
Right.
And they're like, why is it so cheap? And the realtor lady's like, I think, you know, something I noticed this time too is that the realtor lady sees a ghost.
Yes.
And she's
the
like,
shadow on the wall. Yeah.
This way? You guys want to go this way? Because no reason. Just this way is cool.
Scenes like that play, like I remember there's a scene very similar to that in the first season of American Horror Story as well, the Murder House season, where, you know, the realtor showed in the house, and well, technically this house has a very dark history. You know, like it's almost at this point, it's a trope in and of itself, where you've got the realtor kind of showing the house and trying to, kicking the dead body under the rug kind of thing.
Yes.
At a certain point, it's unavoidable though.
Yeah,
like some things are tropes because they're tropes, and
I would say tropes exist for a reason. Yeah,
correct.
You just hope they pull it off, you know, with maybe a little bit of flair.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes, that they're able to do it well, or to add something to it, or use it in a way that's unexpected.
Just at least put it through your own thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Make it your own. Find a way to do it without just doing the thing that everyone's done a million times.
And be like, you see that? See that?
I feel like in 2005 you could have gotten away with it, but now you can't, because everybody knows everything about everything. So everybody knows every trope about every movie. So it's to a point to where if you make a certain kind of movie and you don't include the tropes, but you have to do it in a clever way that people haven't seen before, but the tropes have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to get mad at you if they're not there, and people are going to get mad at you if they're there and you don't do something creative with them.
It's a Kobayashi Maru. It's a no-win scenario.
It truly is. Yes.
Well, I say you're just describing formulaic, the formulaic approach to movie making, which is like almost never good.
Correct. And yeah, I 100% agree.
When it's cookie cutter like that,
Well, and this is the time, we'll be talking about this a lot over the course of this month, but like this is the time when everything is getting remade. Like everything is getting remade during this time period. And
for good
or for ill, mostly for ill. Yeah. I mean, it's never really stopped. Like it starts in 2003 with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, you got those Dark Castle movies before that too. Like The Haunting and House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, and that's right. Yes.
When Zemeckis was remaking all those William Castle, yep, you know what I'm talking about, William Castle.
Yeah.
When did the Psycho remake come out?
That was it 99?
2001, 2000?
I think it might have. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
It was at the theater when I worked there, so there's no way it was 99.
98.
Because I would have been. Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. I'm looking at the poster right now. 1998, Gus Van Sant, Vince Vaughn, Anne Heche, Julie Ann Moore.
Another performance where he's not being just his normal self, like Ryan Reynolds.
Viggo Mortensen, William H. Macy, Robert Forster, the great Phillip Baker Hall in that movie.
Dude, there's a lot of good actors and a lot of good performances in that movie. I think everybody does a really good job. But
Rance Howard, Rita Wilson, James Remar, even the below the line Flea, motherfucking Flea's in this bitch. So
the problem isn't the performances in that film; it's that the experiment just doesn't work.
Right.
I applaud Gus Van Sant for trying something that had never been done before. I realized why he did it, and I applaud him for doing it. Everybody does a great job in it, but I just can't get over the fact that it's just exactly the same, which with a remake you want to draw comparisons, but you want to tell the story a little differently to make it the reason for it to be remade.
You have to have there's got to be a reason that we're doing this again. Like, are we saying something about
different actors in the same thing?
Correct.
Yes,
it's ridiculous. Why even bother, dude?
Yeah, 100%. Like that, and that's, I mean, and again, that's something I think that's with the inherent flaw of a remake. Like last week, we talked about Prom Night, which is a remake in name only, because that movie has nothing to do with the original film except that it's set on the night of the prom and there's a killer. Like that's it. That's the only similarity. Those are the only similarities there. Versus, something like Gus Van Sant's Psycho, which is shot for shot, essentially, which again is a fun exercise as like a student film or like a film school project, but to make like a blockbuster movie that's basically like, if I want to watch Psycho, I've got Psycho on 4K back on my shelves. Like I'll put that in and I'll watch it. I did the other night. I'll do it again. I love that movie. It's great.
Like I said, I think it's worthless, but at the same time, that's something I've always admired about Gus Van Sant is he's never gotten past that film school experimentation, for good or for ill. He's always doing something different. He's always trying something new, and that's what I like about it. Whether I like it or not, I don't. There's a lot of movies of his that I do not like, but I respect him for them.
Really love. Like I love Good Will Hunting. I adore To Die For. Like To Die For is wonderful.
I think
that's another one I own on 4K.
Film.
I love her in everything. She's marvelous. I think Nicole Kidman can do no wrong.
Well, there was that we're
not going to talk about the Stepford Wives. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it. I need to engage with Baby Girl.
Do you?
I watched Birthday Girl. My partner and I were going to do a Nicole Kidman double feature: Birthday Girl and Baby Girl. She plays a Russian mail order bride.
Okay, but you've seen the trailers for Baby Girl, right? Like,
yeah.
You felt the ick from it because
I think that's the point.
It just seems like a really gross movie.
I think that's the point. Why? Not every movie is the feel-good movie of the summer, Tucker.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be for you, little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what else isn't for me? Faces of Death. So we should make more of those? Is that what you're telling me?
I feel no pain from
Because
whatever you said.
Yeah,
I don't think you have any context. I don't think you have any context
I
for
was
me.
going to say, I don't know what you're talking about, so.
Ah, never mind. Faces of Death was a video series in the 80s that was kind of underground, and it showed real videos of people and animals being killed. Not snuff films, because it was like reporting footage. Like these things just happened and someone was recording. It wasn't like they were like, we're making a film, we're going to kill you. It was like people died and it was filmed. Like it just happened to be filmed.
Yeah,
now the animals on the other hand,
body falling out of coffins.
No, but it's really fucked up, and that's what I'm saying.
Hey, we're just filming them.
Just because
it's literally I think you should leave level.
I was gonna say that's amazing that we snuck a Tim Robinson reference in there.
That's 100. That's the real life version of that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think
body after body.
As soon as you said falling out of coffins, I'm like, oh my god.
I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do shit. Making mud pies in your toilet.
That kind of thing, though, sounds more like an art project that you'd go to, like, an exhibit, and it's, like, there, like, on a projector on a big white wall.
Like something you see in, like, one of those, like, weird offbeat museums that only exist in, like, weird, like, dark corners of weird cities. There's probably 2 or 3 of them up in Chicago, but yeah. Right.
At least.
The format, I guess the theater that, like... using the theater as like more of like a broad term, like the way it's presented just seems a little off, you know. It's like that's more of a, like, you've run into that in the middle of the night in downtown New York City, you know.
It also feels like the logical extension of like those Fox When Animals Attack kind of shit, where you're like, you know, just kind of the exploitation of like that late 90s kind of like shock television that Fox had like the market cornered on in those early days. Like,
early internet was filled with a lot of that shit too. I remember when I was in the military, I remember the guys in my office huddling around the computer to watch one of the Taliban beheadings.
Oh, fuck.
Guess who didn't huddle behind that and find that entertaining and fun?
Sucks, bro.
Me.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Fuck that.
I was like, no, why would you want to watch that? First of all, that's one of our people. And number 2, why would you be interested in that at all anyway?
Why is that something you would even want to engage with, right?
I understand the curiosity, but that curiosity would never fucking take me that far.
No.
Never. Never, ever. Ugh.
Yikes.
Boy, yeah. Anyway, boy, this movie's a hoot, isn't it?
Fun.
That is a hoot.
You say the darndest things, bro.
Yeah, he sure does. Ryan Reynolds fucking killing that dog though. Fuck that.
That was harsh, bro.
That sucked.
He realized what he had done afterwards, though.
Sure,
yeah, no one's denying that.
Right, that doesn't make it right though, Tucker.
No, I'm just saying that was one of the few transition scenes I enjoyed, like where that happens, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" But then, like the next time you see him, he's complete. That's the last one,
right?
Where he's even remotely regular George Lutz.
Until he gets out on the boat, proving that really the only thing a man needs to get his mind right is just a trip out on the lake with the boat.
Steven, you know what they say? The 2 best days of a man's life is the day he gets his boat and the day he sells it. That's what I've heard. I don't know what that means, but I thought, given the context, I would share that with you.
I don't know. I feel
like it implies some things, but
sure. Yes. You know, because of the implication.
Yeah. For sure.
But no, I mean,
the system works without payphones because there's no anonymity. Because you need the payphone to be like, you don't know who I am, and I'm like, if you just, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna make that work? Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It just
sure. We know you have no filter. It's fine. particularly not when you've been drinking and smoking, both of which you've been doing. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never do.
I
Ironically, you
almost
never do.
sober. You know what, Steven? It's very weird that you mentioned that because I read an article the other day.
Oh, tell me about this article that you've read many times and over the course of our friendship.
The other day.
Jimmy, have you heard this? Have you seen about this? I read this article and it said that marijuana, it can negatively affect your memory. You believe that? You believe that? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
By this point, Evan, this has just become a running bit on the podcast. I think this is like the 4th week in a row he's done this.
I hate to like break the kayfabe, but he's literally said that almost verbatim in the delivery, like over the phone, like maybe last week or whatever when we talked.
Yeah. He does it. He does it,
and I remember it.
That's the bit, Jimmy. I've been saying it to you for months. Every time I talk to you.
Oh wow, it's just one of those things
the bit.
That ages like wine.
No, it's the bit because okay, let's go behind the curtain a little bit here, you guys.
He just like milk, you mean?
Let me explain this to you so it's funnier. Because I know everything's usually funnier once you explain it. It's like, so the reason I think the bit is funny is because I keep telling the bit over and over as though it's the first time, and the bit is about marijuana affecting your memory. So the joke is I'm telling the same story about marijuana affecting my memory, but I'm telling it like it's new every time because marijuana is affecting my memory.
Well, you know
that's
what
okay,
I heard
Tucker. I don't blame you.
I heard that. I heard the musician is the first listener when they perform, and I'd say the comedian is the first person who hears their own jokes. And listen, bud, if you're having a good time, I'm having a good time.
Look, and you know what I heard? The letter Jimmy. What I heard was that when you sit in the front row, at the movie theater, you see and hear everything first. Like it's almost immeasurable.
It's scientific.
It's an immeasurable amount, but you're there, so it's all hitting you first.
Yep.
So the person who sits in the front row of the first showing of a film is the first person outside of production to see it, even if they're in the theater with other people. I'm just saying, you're right there, so it you're closer. It hits your eye. The light hits your eyes first. It's science.
I don't want to believe that, Tucker, because that means I was the first person to see David Ayer's Suicide Squad, and that movie sucked ass. Because when my ex bought us tickets to see that movie, she thought the front row was the back row. And so we were like in a giant theater, like looking up at Killer Croc like this with our necks craned like 90 degrees upwards.
I will say I also saw that Suicide Squad movie at the movie theater with a mutual friend of all three of us. And we both did not like it.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. Though I am interested in if we ever get the Ayer cut, I would watch it.
I probably would too. We never will, but I would watch it.
I mean, it's either just going to suck just as much or it's going to be like really, really good somehow.
I think it's going to suck in a different way. And I think that's interesting.
For either one, really. Well, I'm okay with sucking in a different way because I'm also a fan of the Halloween 6 producer's cut because it sucks in a completely different way. In a way that I prefer. I prefer the way the producer's cut sucks. Suckage. Yeah,
I will say the James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is definitely a step up in almost every conceivable way.
Oh, for sure. The one that, nope, I don't want to talk about Peacemaker canon. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's move on.
I was going to say,
let's move on. No, please.
I was going to say, if you want to, this is a much more preferable environment to discuss that than over text. I will say.
Oh, don't look. Here's
if you want to get into it, we can get into it.
I will say a tiny bit. We're not going to get into it, but what I'm going to say is,
let's get into it, bitch. Let's do it.
The more time that has gone on, the more I have been distracted by it because I think in those early episodes they had to kind of bring up the retcon. They had to do the retconning, and then they had to bring up the stuff that is still canon. But basically, after the first 2 episodes, none of that shit is mentioned. as heavily as it is in
3.
the first 2 episodes. So
Because the third
it
episode, you
doesn't.
get the references to the David Ayer Suicide Squad film. Not
Oh, yes,
to
because
spoil it, the
yeah,
opening scene
no,
of that third episode.
yes. Oh, still so confusing. And I realize that I shouldn't think about it so much, but it's just
It's not.
it's
I
such
mean,
a
again,
it's
it
such a
doesn't bother me
weird.
because I'm a comic fan. But for
I
someone,
am too, but this is a different medium, Steven. It's a completely different medium,
it is a
and
different
it's.
medium, but it
I
is a
think
medium
it's.
based on the medium of comics, and so you have to carry that logic into it because without that logic, it's just silly.
I just
I mean,
really
it's silly
think.
without the logic, but yeah.
I just really think that it would have been so easy to have just taken Peacemaker from the DCEU, used his fucking closet full of dimensional doors, and put him in the new DCU. So easy. I know that that's what you would expect, but good, because that's what should have happened, because that would have been a clean break from that continuity. But instead, this is very, very messy. And like I say, it's not inhibiting my enjoyment of the show anymore. I'm really digging it, and I'm barely thinking about it.
It didn't inhibit my enjoyment at
Well,
all.
good
Are
for
you caught
you.
up?
I'm really fucking happy for you. Yes, I am caught up, and yes, everybody
Okay.
was right, including myself. But
I
yeah, I
was
just
gonna
think
say,
you had
yeah,
an
clearly
opportunity
set
to
up.
do a
Yeah.
clean break, and you had to make it all complicated. I still
That's
don't
comics,
condone
baby.
it, but it's not comics; it's movies and TV
It's
shows.
movies about comics, Tucker.
Cool. I'm just saying, some things you can't be all fast and loose with because of the time and money that it takes to make a film or a TV show, as opposed to just making a comic book. I think there's
Evan,
a
you a
lot
fan of
more you can get away
Peacemaker?
with.
Nope.
Nah, Evan don't give a shit about no superhero shit. He
Okay.
don't give.
Okay.
Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy doesn't. I called you by your slave name,
That's
Jimmy. I'm sorry. I
that's
didn't mean to.
fucked up,
I'm not
dude.
allowed.
Calling the
I'm so
police.
sorry.
I'm not allowed to call you anything but your slave name, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll edit it out. I'll beep it out. Don't worry, Jimmy.
Man, I don't believe you.
I was chastised once for calling you by your Tucker name, so
Well,
It just
that's
happens,
what you
dude.
get. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. So yeah, sometimes you slip.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe if we
gotta
were
love those
roommates
double
during
standards.
COVID, you could call me that too, bro. But
Yeah. You haven't seen the shit that we've seen, Steven.
bro, it was nuts.
That's probably a good thing, to be honest.
I set my daughter's hair on fire, dude.
Bro, yeah.
Nuts. It's
Happy
nuts.
birthday.
Yeah. Everybody loves that video. I'll show it to you one day, Steven. It's
I
okay,
can't
she's
wait.
still alive.
I'm aware.
You didn't set her on fire or anything. Let's clear this up, bro. All right.
No, I'm
Bit of her
trying to be
bangs got
shocking.
singed because she leaned in while she was blowing out the candles. All right, everybody, chill out, dude.
Doofus. What a
Everybody chill out.
doofus.
Oh, that is your progeny. How dare you?
Yes, my spawn.
Good times, dude.
Let's talk about the great Phillip Baker Hall. What a
Can
fucking
we?
legend.
Can we?
Do. And I mean, I know him mostly from his PTA films.
Yeah.
Those first 3, Heart 8, Boogie Nights, Magnolia. But I mean, and also, of course, from his great role in Seinfeld as Leo Bookman, the library detective. Just a fucking legend. Love that guy. You guys were talking about a show that I have no knowledge of earlier before we started recording.
Corporate, yeah, one of his last roles was in Corporate, but I think for me, his big period was like the 80s and 90s because he was in so much shit, so many TV shows and movies that just passed through my periphery at that time. He is in Ghostbusters too. You mentioned Ghostbusters too.
I did.
He's like wallpaper, dude. He's just around, like, you know what I mean?
He's everywhere, dude.
He was just there.
Yeah.
One of the great That Guy actors who
all
like
the TV shows.
Because PTA really, really loved him during that period, like builds his first film around him as an actor. It's just like, yeah, I want to make you the lead of my movie. And he just becomes a staple. And that kind of introduces him to a whole new generation of cinephiles and film fans.
Well, I mean, and even then, like, I don't think he necessarily needed that. Like, it's good that
No, I'm sure he appreciated
happened, but he would have been fucking fine without it.
Yeah. I mean, the residuals just off of like those roles alone was probably more than enough.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree.
He's also in another pilot that we'll cover for our inevitable failed TV pilot spinoff podcast, Mantis, with Carl Lumley.
Oh, it's got to be a podcast now because we can't fill it all up in a month, man. It would be like a theme year if we did it on the main feed.
I have have I shared with you the list that I started, the master list for that podcast?
You have spoken quite a bit about it.
I can share it with you.
I believe all of your words.
And he didn't even start acting until he was 30.
That's
like
crazy.
Just right, like just one of those guys 70s, who came to it late.
Yeah. He was old when he started.
God bless him.
Yeah. And he's great. I've never seen him give a bad performance. I've not seen everything he's done by a long shot.
I've seen him in a lot of bad movies, but I've never seen him give a bad performance.
He's the Nicolas Cage of that guy actors, really. Like he's always on, regardless of the quality of the movie.
Well, and he's a character actor, but he's a character actor that for a lot of the peaks in his careers, he's playing kind of the same kind of characters. Like he plays a lot of priests, he plays a lot of cops, like he plays a lot of like wholesome authority figures.
Mm-hmm. Like he goes between like gruff, no nonsense, and like kind. Well,
I just don't think I've ever seen him as a bad guy in anything. I'm sure he's
Have you ever seen Hard 8, PTA's first film?
Hard what now?
Hard 8, his first film. He plays like a gambler.
Are you saying 8, the number 8, or the letter A?
The number 8.
Okay, because I thought it was the letter A, and I thought maybe it was the prequel to Easy A. Hard A, Easy A.
No,
I didn't realize that was a sequel.
No, he is the hang on, I'm trying to find the movie here. It's because he plays Sydney. The film was originally titled Sydney, and then it was renamed Hard 8. And it's him, John C. Reilly, and Gwyneth Paltrow, and it's PTA's first film. It's kind of one of those like hidden gem of a movies. Like it's a calling card film. Like a lot of the guys who came up around in the indie film circuit in the late 90s, it's kind of one of those films. It's kind of like Robert Rodriguez's what's it, El Mariachi or Kevin Smith's
Clickety
Clerks, that's the one. For whatever reason, the names of those just flew right out of my head. I'm tired.
Clerks?
I'm tired, dude. I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep, and it's been a long ass day.
Cut this guy some slack, dude.
Yeah, no, man.
Never.
Or even like Reservoir Dogs. Like it's kind of one of just those
How
small
have I not seen
crime
Hard
films.
8?
I don't know, man. It's good though. This feels like the kind of movie that you would have seen that no one else would have seen. It's also got Sam Jackson in it, of course, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, just a lot of those stalwarts of early PTA films, but then it's just it's a fun little movie. I would highly recommend everybody go rent Hard 8. It's on Amazon right now.
Tucker, if you rent it, let me know because I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'll holler at you, boy.
Yes, sir.
PTA's got a new movie out now, so what better time to catch yourself up on all of his films?
I don't know. He's kind of past his expiration date for me.
Oh, I've heard his new one is really solid, man. I haven't seen it yet.
The one about all the battles. There's a battle, and then there's another battle.
Battle after another.
And more battles.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn.
My brother Ian just saw it in theaters, and he said it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I totally believe you, dude.
And he's got pretty good taste.
Yeah. Whoa,
he
has pretty good. No,
right?
No. Look, I love your brother. We are really good friends. But I would say he has a broad taste, and there's a Venn diagram where our tastes meet a little bit. But there's some stuff that he's into that I while I respect it, it's just not for me. So it's really difficult for me to say someone has good taste. Does good taste exist? I don't think good taste exists now that I'm thinking about
Everything's subjective, even reality, bub.
it. Yeah,
there
dude.
it is.
And you just invented that.
I just said it with my freaking mouth, dude.
Yeah, dude, you invented it with your brain, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what even is language, you guys?
Oh man,
no, dude. Words from a buffoon.
I don't have the language to articulate what language is.
Whoa, dude.
Some would say we've gotten off track, but
no.
Look,
this podcast, never. Get out of here.
This is the game
Fuck
on
off
this
hard.
podcast.
Fuck off hard.
This is what we do. But no, Phillip Baker Hall, fucking legend. Love that dude. Hell yeah, Phillip Baker Hall.
For sure.
He's not in this movie nearly enough for my taste. I would much rather he be in a lot more of this.
Well, and the problem with him in this movie, it's not him. It's the writing.
It's the role, yeah.
This scene, it's only the scene that he's in, or the little part that he's in, the few scenes he's in, feels completely out of place and not necessary in this movie. And the only reason that it's in this movie is because it's the most memorable scene from the original.
Correct. Everybody's just waiting for it.
Like, there's some things I do enjoy about the scene in the remake, but it's wholly unnecessary and does not fit in the film at all. I'm glad he's there. I'm glad we get to see him and he gets to do some stuff, but it's just a waste of fucking time. Like, there's no reason for it at all.
Right. It feels very perfunctory. It feels like it's there to meet a need from the original so that we can actually call it a remake, but it doesn't strengthen the story whatsoever.
Narp?
No, and then it's overly reliant on the CGI that's just not really there, and there's that uncanny valley aspect to it. And
those flies look awful. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, they do.
And then also I want to throw in that, like, multiple times with the, like, get out, I like laughed out loud without even thinking about it. It's just that shit was so corny to me, dude. Like,
I have notes actually on this movie.
I do too,
and I forgot because I was, by the time this was over, I was almost as inebriated as I usually am at the end of an episode of this podcast. So I was like, I better write some of this down. And the thing I wrote down for what Jimmy's talking about right now is when the house does talk, it sounds a very specific and niche way that there's no way this was intended, but it sounds almost exactly like the killer's voice in an 11-minute short film from 1989 called Possibly in Michigan.
You've talked about this on the podcast before.
It's Jimmy. We'll watch it soon. Next time you're here. Don't watch it without me though.
I got you.
It's weird because it's like whoever did the voice of the house in this, and the person who like mixed and added the effects to the voice of the killer and Possibly in Michigan in 1989. They did the exact same thing, just on accident. And I had to stop the movie and kind of think about that for a while, because I think it's so wild how, I mean, throughout my life, there are so many things that I thought I invented. And it turns out, like, a lot of people were doing it. It's just we all independently had the same idea. And I find it interesting, especially something as niche as this short film, that a movie like this just randomly, coincidentally has the same, like, vocal effects and, you know, production as that other thing. And that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
The collective unconsciousness, dude.
Dude, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, what if it's an homage, though? What if they did know about it? And they put it in
there's a chance. There's a sliver of a hope, bro.
A very, very sliver of a chance. The only people, until probably about 5 or 10 years ago, the only people that had seen this movie were the people that saw it at the film festivals when it was originally made, and maybe students that were in the director's class, because the writer and director, she is still a professor at a university in, I want to say, Minnesota, maybe Wisconsin, one of the two.
Well, if one of the people on this movie is an alum,
look, it's not impossible but it's very, very improbable. Because a lot of people have seen this now, but until it hit YouTube, a handful, like a whole, like however many like little people you could put in your hand right here. That's how many people had probably seen it. Dozens, maybe.
She works at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Thank you. Yeah,
as a professor emerita. So she is not currently working, but is kind of an honorary professor.
Yes, one day we'll talk about possibly in Michigan, probably on something on the Patreon, because it's a trilogy of films. I'll have Joe on for that too, because when we went to Pittsburgh, I did a short film festival that I curated for us, and those 3 films were in that, and we had things to say about it for sure.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna burn a straight up on that one.
I don't know. I think we're gonna just a Patreon special. It's not
okay.
It's a short, and it in no way fits the format. I could probably talk about that short for much longer than some of these feature length films that we've talked about before.
I mean,
though.
you could do. What
sure.
if you had like a collection of shorts? You know, like
you're
like
a collection
3.
of shorts.
You know,
actually, normally you wear jeans, which is weird
yeah.
it's so hot
I don't
there.
like seeing my knees, bro.
You wear shorts around the house. I've seen your knees, but very few other people have.
Only because it's a necessity in Tucson, Arizona,
and
at a certain time
we
of year.
Are brethren, for sure.
Yeah, I don't let many people see my knees.
Yeah, so there are 2 things. I am the only person that's allowed to call you Jimmy, and also I'm one of the few who have seen your knees. Something else that I mentioned in my notes here is that this was one of the last in a long lines of the IBG trope, Indian burial ground.
Straight up.
Trope.
Yeah. We got
your poltergeist.
We
you got anything,
that, but yeah,
basically anything that involves a ghost from the 70s until the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. It's because you dumbass white people built some houses on top of some indigenous graves, and
which,
good
again was
sorry,
really
but you fucked up
poignant early on, and then just became the trope and became so overused that it became a punchline or shorthand for these damn white people. Like, which, I mean, to be fair,
it's just lazy
these damn white
people.
But
yes,
it's lazy storytelling, and if you're gonna include that element, you might as well like make it good. You know, like
yes, do something with it.
Yeah, instead of it just being like, you know, ooh, scary, like Native American mysticism, ooh, spooky, like that in and of itself is like problematic and annoying, you know?
Absolutely.
And then it's just like, at that point, why are we throwing out tropes? Like, and yeah, it is like based in the source material though as well. Like that's from the book, you know, and then from the original movie and stuff too. Like, but you know, at the same time, it's like, it could have just been like a killing ground too. You know, I don't know. It's just,
or like a battlefield. Even you could say, like, you know,
I don't know.
a huge battle from a native war happened here. I guess
it's just a lazy trope at this point.
It is.
Just like it kind of adds to like the bad sort of kitsch to this movie and that sort of like.
And though I think the intentions of the trope are positive, where it's like, you know, white people did some fucked up shit, and so any dead Native American is going to be pissed off at a white person, like, fair. But like, the more you do it, and the more that it's just kind of written off as like, just, oh yeah, wait, why is it haunted? Oh yeah, Indian burial ground. It doesn't matter, Indian burial ground, whatever. The more you do it, and the more you don't give it any attention and the proper attention that it deserves, the more it fucking cheapens it.
Yeah,
where it has the exact opposite effect.
Oh, it's it's basically like having
a scapegoat somebody instead of something with meaning.
It's like seeing somebody in, you know, a Native American head garb, like, but translated for like in movies. You know what I mean? It's just you know, it's just. It's not great, and yeah, if you're gonna do it, give it the space to breathe that it deserves. because it is quite a concept that, like, you know, the reason that American society is the way it is because this ground is haunted by, you know, the genocide that happened hundreds of years ago and continue to happen. But I think that's an interesting concept, but you got to do it right, because it's the same vibe. It was like seeing somebody with like witch doctor vibes, you know, like you know, it's in that same family.
And it's so rarely been done right. Like, and that's I think part of the problem is that it became a shorthand.
Think of when it's been done right.
I think the closest you get, honestly, might be the original Poltergeist.
That's the only thing that keeps coming to my mind too.
Well, I think not because they really handle it with the most care. I mean, they don't fumble it. It's just really one of the first mainstream examples of it. And so there's nothing before it. So being the first kind of solidifies it.
They don't reckon with it properly, but they at least play into the horror of it. The whole, like, you didn't even fucking bother to check what this was or why the land was so fucking cheap. You just built the houses on it. You didn't care that this is sacred land. Like, you know, again, we still have, we're still impressed with what it is and why it is important, but we don't really reckon with the horror of it in a meaningful way.
Yeah, it's just like it's like ornaments. Example. It's just like you know, it's so.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so, I forgot about that part until it happened, and I was like, oh man, lost points right there.
They're almost clever about it, but they tease it too long, and then when they finally reveal it, it's just stupid. Like, I really like the tease of, like, the, you know, the off-air screen, and it has the guy with the what they call it, headdress on, like you did in those days. Like, that was a common, like, off-the-air screen,
right?
So I thought that was really cool how they teased it with that, but it wasn't a good transition from teasing it to it being there, because it just ended up being stupid and inconsequential in the end.
Which feels like so many of the horror remakes of this era. Like, they're trying so hard to be clever, but they just don't quite get there. And this feels like, again, like I kind of jokingly called it at the beginning of the episode, the crown jewel, but in a lot of ways it's emblematic of what the remakes of this era are, in that they're just kind of, they're hollow cash grabs that are not quite clever enough to really work on their own.
But they're safe. I'm not going to say safe for the studios to bet on, you know.
100%. I mean, horror is usually a safe bet, and this is, I mean, we're cashing in on established names and established IP, it's the same thing we're fucking doing now. Hollywood is nothing but IP now. We don't have an original bone in our bodies anymore.
That's why there's never going to be a perfect remake, because the perfect remake would be a film that had a good idea that completely fucked up the execution. A movie that didn't do well, a movie that's not popular, something that had a lot of potential but just couldn't fucking nail it. Those are the movies I want to see remade. Those are the movies I want to see retooled. But you're not going to make money off of that, because the good movies are the movies that people remember.
Correct.
The shitty movies, not as many people give a fuck about.
Those are the ones that need to be remade. For years, He Who Must Not Be Named was talking about remaking Logan's Run. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking remake Logan's Run. That movie is like B tier at best. And like, that's a movie that could do with a remake for sure.
That would rip.
Obviously, I want someone better than He Who Must Not Be Named to direct it. And he's not directing anything anymore, thank God. But because he's finally been properly canceled. But yeah, like, fuck that guy. But someone good remake Logan's Run, please and thank you.
Well, Edgar Wright did, right? No, that's The Running Man. He did The
Running Man. Yeah, another running movie.
I really don't want to skip an Edgar Wright movie, but I think I have to, because, like, it's not the dude's fault. It's not his fault. It's kind of a Sean Penn situation, to where my brain, my unconscious brain, not my conscious self, will not let me have a good time while looking at that man's face. What's that guy's name?
Glenn Powell.
I would say, he was in the Twister sequel.
Yep.
I'm sure he's fantastic. I do feel really bad about this kind of shit. Not so much with Sean Penn because he's kind of an asshole, but
he is an asshole. Yeah.
This Glenn Powell guy, I don't know him. I'm sure he's great, but I just can't have a good time looking at his face. And I wish my brain were different, and I wish my brain would let me, but it won't.
I want to see. Honestly, I love that they cast Coleman Domingo as the host. Like, I think that's a really, really smart, really fun casting.
For sure. Now,
now you know who I wanted to play the host. My dream casting for the host of The Running Man, Steve Harvey,
Stanley Tucci. Oh, that would be great. Can we?
Steve Harvey.
Man.
He would rule. He would be so good.
Tell him to pull it out of theaters, redo it, put Steve Harvey in there.
No, see, I love Coleman Domingo. Though. Like, Coleman Domingo's an amazing actor, so I have nothing against Coleman Domingo.
Kenan Thompson as Steve Harvey.
Nah. Oh, God, no. No way.
Come on, you've seen his Family Feud, though. He does the Steve Harvey.
Of course I have. Yes, of course I have.
It because it's not good, but it's accurate.
That's why I don't want to see him. I would rather, because Steve Harvey has done films before. Like, the man he could pull it off, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't know. Steve Harvey's he's an actor. Like, he started out in movies and TV and shit.
Yeah. Stand-up movies and TV, yeah.
I do love...
He had the highest rated show on television for the longest time.
Something that I think Kenan does get very right with his impression is the physicality. He really understands the way that Steve Harvey moves, like... That's what sells Kenan Thompson as Steve Harvey for me, is his physicality.
Yeah, I think that's the thing he gets right. And I mean, any good impressionist will tell you have to find your way into the character. And sometimes it's something very small. Sometimes it's a vocal affectation. Sometimes it's for Dana Carvey's Joe Biden. It was the I'm serious. Like, that was the thing. That was his way in to that impression. No, I'm serious. I'm not messing around.
Yeah.
Like, that was his. But every good impressionist will tell you have to find the way into that character.
Even the bad ones, like myself, like I that's how I figure it out. I will think that I don't have an impression of somebody, and then all of a sudden I'll say something and I'll be like, wait, well, that's fucking cool. And then all of a sudden you've got a Billy Bob Thornton, like, that you didn't know you had, that you had no idea you had the capability for.
Oh, you could just say some words.
No, Steven, no. Oh, man.
How dare you, sir?
How dare I?
Impugn my walk-in.
I was trying to help you, Steven. My final note on this is that the ending is good until it's not. It's good, and then it would...
Elaborate. Go on.
At the point to where it should end, up to that point, I enjoy the ending. But then there's that little epilogue afterwards that has no reason to be there, and it kills the momentum of the ending of the film. I really like the shot of them just on the boat into the sunset. Credits. Let's do it. Let's go. Perfect. Fantastic. But no, they had to add that shit at the end, and it took all the steam out of it. Like, it took all the breath out of it.
That's your sequel hook, but that's also your...
Fuck off.
That's your... Again, it's that shit that thing that I hate, where you've got to end the movie on one final jump scare, or what the fuck are we doing? Like, I hate that shit, and I've mentioned that on this podcast, and it was so many
horrible times. When she went into the floor or the ceiling or whatever. I was just, oh god, so terrible.
Like, because and again, it's one of those things where we're holding a shot longer than 2 seconds, so it's coming. They're going to do something to try to make you go, ugh. So, like, it belabors the point, like, and you already get the scene where she screams, like apropos of nothing, directly into the camera, and then we do that slow pan back until she gets sucked into the floor, and it's just... Yeah, you're fucking rolling your eyes to the heavens at that point.
Straight up yawn.
Straight up garbage, dude.
Yes.
I also wanted to say, I found myself laughing at the catch 'em and kill scene when she's doing the dishes and she looks over and the fridge magnets rearranged from something totally benign and wholesome to
Oh,
catching
and
Caleb.
that was B movie shit too, and it just
And she
pops
looked
in there
around,
from a
she turned
different
around and she
movie.
was like,
Like,
she analyzes it and then she says it out loud and it's just like,
yeah.
oh boy, did
For
you
me,
fart on
it
that
was
scene, dude.
like what movie are we in? Like up to this point, it's
Exactly.
been pretty grounded, and then all of a sudden, ooh, spooky letters, woo!
Yeah. We were far beyond that sort of thing at that point, and I think her reaction was total horseshit. I don't know who.
Yeah,
I'm sure she didn't want it to be like that. I want to benefit of the doubt her and be like, yeah, that was like in the script, and the director was like very adamant that that's how she has to play that scene. But boy, it was terrible. It was terrible.
yeah, yeah. I thought that was pretty dumb too, and they used blurry slow mo on it too. Look,
Yeah. I knew.
don't
Every time I see it, I think of you, dude.
don't slow down footage that was shot at 24 frames per second. If you're going to do slow-mo, you need to plan that shit out. There is no post-production slow-mo. There is only slow-mo that you plan, because all post-production slow-mo in any movie in any context is shit. It's
That
shit.
explains why you love Zack Snyder so much.
Well, yeah, he shoots at a higher frame rate so that it looks good and smooth.
That's a man who loves his slow-mo, and you know he plans that shit out way in advance. He storyboards that shit.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's really good at using it. There are a few of his films where I think that it's a bit much, but in general, I think that
just a few?
Yeah, just for me at least. Like, I get that a lot of other people think that all of his films have too much slow-mo in it, but it is a visual style. It's a visual kind of
it's one of his
it's
one of his auteurist. Yeah, it's one of his auteurist flourishes. Yes.
For me, when I see a movie that I know is directed by Zack Snyder, I expect a certain amount of that. There are a few movies for me where he does that too much and it gets old and boring. One of which is Sucker Punch.
Future episode of this podcast, Sucker Punch.
300. I thought it was a bit much, but everything else, I don't mind it.
Slow-mo in that is what puts him on the map. So that's where it really, that's when he embraces it.
But I don't like 300. I don't like 300.
I don't blame you.
Sorry.
The comic is only okay.
I just don't care. And it's in that color palette that my brain won't let me enjoy.
I know.
Like that, medieval ages kind of.
That's one of those, speaking of comic book adaptation, that's one of those comic book adaptations that's a little too true to the comic, where you're
he's kind of known for that until he's not. When he completely changes the ending, right?
Right. And completely misunderstands the point of the source material, yes.
I would say completely misrepresents, but we've discussed that before, so everybody knows our opinion on that anyway.
We've had that conversation.
I don't think anybody's going to be upset.
Oh, Jimmy, you're still there.
Oh, I just don't think anybody's going to be upset that you have mixed feelings about 300.
Word. Well, people who like 300, maybe Snyder Bros, which Steven keeps accusing me of being, and I don't appreciate it, because I'm straight up not. I do enjoy some of Zack Snyder's films. I think he's a really good filmmaker, but I am in no way, shape, or form a part of any fandom, and I'm specifically not a Snyder Bro.
Look, Tucker, all I'm saying is if the bra fits.
So keep my name out your mouth when you talking about Snyder Bros, Steven.
Famed Snyder Bro Tucker.
Hey, come on, man.
You heard it here.
That's
what I heard. I heard it on a podcast, dude.
You know what I thought was, I'm really surprised that a lot more people are
That's a reliable source of news, right?
Having
100%. These days, yes.
like stoned realizations of the fact that it's so weird that all of our DC movies, the first handful of them were basically the ship was led by Zack Snyder, the director of the remake of Dawn of the Dead. And now James Gunn has taken over, the writer of Dawn of the Dead remake.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's so weird that they kind of both ended up in the same job.
Yeah.
And I would say that remake is probably one of both of their best films.
I was going to say the difference, I think, between Gunn and Snyder in that particular role, if we're going to get into that,
I
is
guess
that
briefly because I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, to be honest.
I am too. But like Snyder is one of those guys, if you tell him, and this explains everything about, I think, Man of Steel and the Snyderverse, period, is that if you tell him he can't do something, like if you tell him that Superman can't kill or that Batman can't use guns, he's like, but now I want to make, he's enough of a contrarian to be like, well, they can't do this. He's like, okay, but what if they could though? But like, what if I made them do that? Like, that's just the kind of person he is. Whereas Gunn is like, I think he's specifically wanting to make everything kind of character focused. And so he's more apt to be true to who those characters are fundamentally at their core. He'll change some things in order to fit the story he wants to tell, but he won't fundamentally like alter who the character is because out of some contrarian need to be different.
Okay, final thought on our DC movie tangent that has nothing to do with the Amityville horror. I want to live in the world where James Gunn writes all the DC movies and Zack Snyder directs all of them. That's the world I want to live in. No big whoop. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Wouldn't we all have a good time?
They did an episode of Rick and Morty together. Did you see the episode of Rick and Morty they were in together?
Yeah, I stopped really watching that after a while, but
that's fine.
Probably after like
it was
the
a fun
season,
episode.
I was like, eh.
You know, that was like them who voiced it and everything too. Like, they had a good time with it.
And they're actually really good friends in real life. Like, they actually really enjoy each other.
I love those guys, and I love the fact that they're friends. I mean, there have been some points in James Gunn's life where I think he hasn't made the best decisions personally as a person, but I think that the reason I'm not like out to cancel that boy is because he seems like someone who has learned from those mistakes, moved on, and become a better person.
I used to be a piece of shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you used to be a piece of shit. I've done shitty things.
Has not been a piece of shit at some point or another.
I don't think the baby thinks that people can change.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Well,
Anyone?
I don't know what that means. What's that?
Can you
explain that to us?
I think you should leave.
Oh yeah, it's funny. The more you explain it, the funnier it is. Tell us like beat for beat the entire sketch.
It's like when you go to flip an egg and then like half of it ends on the stove itself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what, Evan? I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're just here for the zip line.
What?
So this movie opens on April 15th in the year of our Lord 2005. I've got the daily chart. Let me get the annual chart here. Bear with me 1 second while I do this. Vamping. Tucker, maybe edit some of this out.
Damn it, I was getting a beer because I thought you were going to talk, and now I have to talk. Damn it, Steven.
I'm just...
What are you even doing? You don't have the numbers up, dude? Come on,
I have the numbers up. I just had the daily chart, not the weekend chart. This movie opens at number 1 on April 15th in the year of our Lord 2005. It is the only new release in the top 10. I feel like it's one of only a couple movies opening new this week.
And if I may comment, it did get number 1 that week, but it's a real shitty number 1. Like it's a below 30 million. If you're number 1 and you're below 30 million, I don't care if you're in January. I don't care if you're in February. Like, that's bad.
Yeah, but was there a lot of heat? Was there a lot of heat in the box office that weekend or what?
Oh, Evan, buckle up. At number 2, future episode of this podcast, Matthew McConaughey, Steve Zahn, Penelope Cruz in a Clive Cussler film, or a movie based on a Clive Cussler novel.
Is it Sahara?
It is.
Never saw it.
Sahara.
Wow.
I saw
something I would have no interest in.
I saw this with an ex-girlfriend.
Put a bunch of money behind promos and shit for that movie. I remember.
I know. I remember being really annoyed by them.
I saw this with an ex-girlfriend's family, and they were incredibly, like, more religious even than I was growing up. Like, they had that thing that edited out, like, anything remotely sexual or any kind of language. So anytime there was something, or like violence, or anytime there was something vaguely objectionable on the screen, it would like switch to pictures of flowers. or like a
flowers are
puppy
cool though.
or
I like
something.
puppies too.
Like, so we'd be sitting there watching the movie and all of a sudden there'd be flowers and like one of her parents would go, "Oh."
Now, Steven, if I got one of them, I don't know how much you know about these devices, but if I got one, would I be able to tweak it to where it just like does that for sex scenes that go on for too long and are way too gratuitous for the context of the story, and it would just be flowers?
I don't know,
because I do like flowers.
It's like flowers.
Here's the thing: it wasn't my device, and I never had to program it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So I wouldn't know. I could probably ask her.
Yeah, get on that for me, Steven, because I'm gonna probably want to get that because I watched Honey Don't the other night, and I'm like, this is great. Like, it's nice to finally see these famous breasts that I've wondered about over the years. But at the same time, do I need to see them so much?
Yes, and in fact, more.
How does that serve the story? Ethan Coen.
At number 3 at the box office, it's Drew Barrymore, it's Jimmy Fallon, it's the Boston Red Sox.
Fever Pitch.
It's Fever Pitch. That's
Jimmy's
Hell yeah.
favorite movie, dude. Oh, he loves that movie.
That is holding steady at number 3 its second weekend.
Are we gonna do? Is that on our list? Can we have Jimmy on for that one because he loves that movie, Steven?
Whatever.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
He owns that movie, Steven, and has watched it multiple times.
I was gonna say I've never seen it, and so I can only assume that anyone who has seen it multiple times and loves it. So.
It's like standard mid-2000s rom-com, and it
scratches an itch. I've heard.
Mm.
Yeah. I had it
scratches
because,
a pitch.
We had it in our household because my dad was crazy about baseball, and so we were a baseball family. Yeah. So like basically any movie that like crossed his radar that had anything to do with baseball, and especially if it had like that as like one of the main points in it, it's We're getting that DVD, dude.
Okay, that makes sense. In fourth place, a movie I saw in theaters.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez and speaking of Frank Miller, Sin City.
Oh, wow. Damn.
I also saw that in theaters. Yeah.
Damn.
That's down from number 2 in its third weekend.
Sweet.
At number 4, it's Bernie Mac. It's Ashton Kutcher. It's a remake of a 60s film. It's Guess Who?
Golly,
that's the one.
Dude,
it's
bro.
Sidney Poitier in the original, right?
Sidney Poitier and I think Tracy and Hepburn and Tracy. Yeah, it's the race swapped one. Yeah.
Yeah, what a good idea for like a remake and to do a race swap and then to just waste it
on those two. Well, not Bernie Mac rules,
like Bernie
but Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. I mean, Ashton Kutcher has his moments too. I mean, have you seen?
They're very few and far between.
Very few.
Yes, I have.
But
I don't care for that movie.
The MF and Butterfly Effect, Steven. Ooh wee.
And
Ethan
then
Suplee in that motherfucker.
At 6 and 7, we've got a couple future episodes of this podcast. At 6, we've got Beauty Shop. And at 7, we've got Robots. DreamWorks' Robots.
Hell yeah.
So Beauty Shop, very excited to talk to you about that at some point. Though I think you need to see both of the barbershops as well. It needs to
I've seen the first barbershop.
Okay. Well, that's probably enough. But Robots,
Gary Gray barbershop.
I always kind of meant to see because the Robin Williams of it all, but now I have to see it because Robots is, if I ever want to talk to someone who's like Gen Z or Gen Alpha about Tom Waits, and they're like, who's Tom Waits? I just bring up Robots, and they know exactly who I'm talking about.
See, Mystery Men is always my go-to, but no one's seen Mystery Men, so... Or I just start singing like Ruby's Arms or Down in the Hole. I'm like, you see The Wire? He's the guy that wrote the theme song for The Wire.
Yeah, that's true.
When you walk through the garden. I love Tom Waits. Fucking love that dude. He's
also in Wrist Cutters. He's really good in that.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you should. It's got Patrick Fugit in it. And Shannon Strasso, the girl from Rules of Attraction and One Missed Call.
And she's also in 40 Days and 40 Nights, right?
Oh, yeah, that's that bitch, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Shannon. You not a bitch. My bad.
You pretty. In 8th place, we've got Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous.
Is William Shatner in that one too?
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, I think
He's in both
everybody
of them,
comes back for that one. Plus, we
You
get
got to.
Regina King in there too.
And
so.
what a hoot! I will defend both of those movies. Are they great? No, but gosh, they're a good time, and they sure are funny.
You're like listing off a bunch of movies that I remember seeing in theaters. I definitely saw Robots.
Yeah,
and my mom drugged me to see Miss Congeniality too.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah.
That was most of these were DVD or basic cable watches for me. Speaking of DVD and basic cable, because I watched it on both. At number 9, it's Vin Diesel and Lauren Graham in The Pacifier.
Golly, dude. Also,
Walt Disney's The Pacifier.
I haven't seen that one yet.
You haven't seen The Pacifier? Oh, Tucker. No, I feel like you would get a kick out of The Pacifier. Okay. I feel like you would enjoy that.
I do like a good Vin Diesel movie.
And it's like him trying to do it was that period where like he's doing The Pacifier.
Did
The Rock
Sidney
is
Lumet
doing like the lowdown.
The Pacifier as well?
No.
Okay, just the other. Okay.
Yeah, just Find Me Guilty. No, The Pacifier was directed by someone
he's the
named
babysitter, right?
Yes, he's the nanny.
So
it's Brittany Snow is in there as well. Faith Ford, Carol Kane, Brad Garrett, like good cast.
That came out when I was in the military, and when I was in the military, most of my time, well, half of my time when I was in Germany was spent in a dorm building with other, airmen,
men,
similar age, and women. But everybody was watching all the same shit. That was before Family Guy got uncanceled, and everybody had all the DVDs. Like that was constantly being played everywhere. And shit like The Pacifier was also, and Without a Paddle. That's how I know so much about fucking Without a Paddle, whether I want to or not. It's because everybody was watching it. And that's I've seen bits of Pacifier is what I'm getting.
The director of The Pacifier
on DVD
is Adam Shankman, the man who gave us The Wedding Planner, A Walk to Remember, Bringing Down the House, Cheaper by the Dozen 2,
nope. I don't give a fuck about any of those movies. Nope.
Hairspray, Bedtime Stories, Rock of Ages, What Men Want, and most recently, Disenchanted, the sequel to the Disney film Enchanted.
Oh. Cool.
Well, bully for him, dude.
And at number 10, we have The Upside of Anger. What if anger had an upside?
The fuck is that?
It's the upside of anger. What if anger had an upside, Tucker? Like, have you ever stopped to consider?
I never heard of this.
It's Kevin Costner. Right. It's Kevin Costner. I hate that guy. I fucking hate that
Steven,
guy.
That's your guy.
No, thank you. Erica Christensen.
Steven, The Untouchables.
Carrie Russell. That's a Sean Connery movie. Carrie Russell, Evan Rachel Wood, Mike Bender, Joan Allen, Alicia Vitt. Good cast other than, Costner, but yeah, there you
Steven,
go.
You're a bad dude. One day you're going to outgrow that. Dude. One day.
What a weekend.
Like
dude, yeah.
Yeah. What a time. The tomatometer score for the 2005 Amityville Horror is a 23%. The critic consensus, a so-so remake of a so-so original.
Hey, that's fair. That is fair.
Yeah. The Metascore is a 33% based on generally unfavorable reviews from 31 critics. And Tucker, out of 5 stars, how many do you think the Letterboxd community gave to the Amityville Horror?
Let's see. Calculate for memes. Take out all real reviews and only make it jokes. Carry the 2. I'm going to say they're going to rate this between 2.3 and 2.8.
2.6. Well done, sir.
Fuck yes.
There it is. Evan, as our guest, out of 5 stars, how many are you going to give to the 2005 Amityville Horror?
I'd say 2. I mean, it's like sitting at like 40% out of 100 for me. Like, I think 30 is like a little low. but
You can
35 to
say
40.
2.5. 2.5 is an option.
Yeah, 2.5 is a little. That's 50%. And then we're
Oh,
stretching
gotcha.
I
it.
was gonna say that's a little
Two and
high.
a quarter. 2.25 is also acceptable.
Yeah,
like that.
I think that's the max.
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody tried really hard though. But yeah,
Y'all look like you were having a lot of fun out there.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, just it's lukewarm. I mean, nothing
At
really
best,
memorable
yeah.
about it, and that's like kind of the paradox of like, I almost said cover movies, but you know what I mean.
Same thing.
Remakes,
Same thing.
6 of 1. Yeah. Tucker, how about yourself?
This is going to be a 3 for me. I think that it is an above average film. I think for the time it came out, it is an above average remake of this type. I'm never bored. It's not great, but I'm always engaged. I'm usually having a good time, and the stuff that I don't like isn't really that bad. So that's a 3 for me.
All right. For me, it's a 2. It's going to be a 2 for me as well.
Yeah,
so
fair.
Yeah, it doesn't hit it doesn't quite get to fine.
Well, and I feel like it's objectively a 2.
Yeah,
but I think some people are going to get a 3 out of it, and I'm one of those people.
Yeah,
right.
and that's
fair.
No fault there. Can't really fault your logic there, but yeah, it's not hitting that for me. So yeah, it's and so that kind of gives us a 2.3 average amongst the three of us. So we'll put that on Letterboxd.
I take that. I think that's more than fair.
So,
yeah, for sure.
So there it is. And that is our episode on the Amityville Horror from 2005. Evan, thanks so much for joining us.
I love being here. I love seeing my boys.
Love having you. Absolutely. We love having you anytime, man. And anytime you can think of something you want to cover that fits the format, even if it doesn't, just let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll have you back whenever, man. But as I understand it, Grand Voodoo Band has got something out or coming out. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on right now.
Yeah, the long awaited
Finally, fuck.
Don't rub it in, bro. The long awaited sequel album Citrus Nights came out on September 19th, and
hell yeah.
It was a good time making it, but it also kind of drove me insane at a certain point because it's one of those things where it's like
it did.
You don't know how little you know until you are presented with that. So it was just sort of like we gotta do this, and I guess I'm just gonna do my best.
Yeah.
But yeah, the album came out. It's got 11 tracks. It contains the 3 singles that came out last year, but those are also remastered and remixed. I got it mastered by my friend Greg from Deerhoof. If you guys know that band at all, and
oh yeah,
he was able to put the final sort of polish on top of it, and yeah, and it's out everywhere. If you want to hit it up on Bandcamp and support me directly, that would be mad appreciated. But I just want people to be able to listen to it and absorb it and just kind of be maybe just put the headphones on and drift off for about 40 minutes.
Please do. And may I tell you, as someone who has heard this record in its various different forms and many times as a finished product, I would say that you can listen to this anytime and appreciate it and have a good time. But to really get the full effect of Citrus Nights, you should start it right as the sun is starting to go down.
That is the idea. He's not wrong.
And then I had no idea, and then you kind of ride it into the darkness.
That's it. That's sort of the concept of it all. So it's him and I. We talk all the time, and I've been sending him music. I didn't put him up to that. He doesn't know that. So that's sick. And yeah, I also want to say that 3 of the tracks on that album were adopted from Tucker and my time in the Dismantelopes.
Oh yeah, I helped on some of those.
Yeah, bro. Like Regression Towards the Mean.
Hey, I saw that I saw that Brittany was all like, "Oh, the slow is my favorite," and my friend made it, and I was like, "Oh, I kind of that was a little bit my idea.
I
That
know
made
you
me feel
were a busy
special."
boy, but I had a radio interview today with Downtown Radio Tucson, and
Oh, you
Ooh.
told me, but
well,
because the
I went
basement
in.
place.
Well, the DJ place the basement place. The DJ hit me up last minute last night, and I went in, and I was under the impression we were doing like 2 or 3 songs. I chat about it and bounce after like 30 minutes, and as I was driving in, I had the radio station on the car, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like Evan from Grand Voodoo Band is gonna be here, and we're gonna be going track by track through the album." And, and I
Oh,
was like,
word!
"Oh wow, that's
Oh, that's
news to me."
awesome.
Yo, is that anywhere or was it only live?
I don't know.
Was
We'll
it?
see if it's
Oh,
archived.
I was
fuck.
gonna say, if it's archived, send us the link and we'll put it in
No,
the show
I want to
notes.
But I
listen
bring
to
it
it.
up because I had
I was
to
gonna say
shout you out so many
if you
times and be
mention
like,
me, I definitely want to hear. I love things that involve
"Your
me.
ears weren't burning, bro." I
No,
gave you at least
I
3
was too
shout outs,
busy.
and I went into great detail about how
Mm.
you came to me with those chords, which also gets back to you said something earlier about how you think you made something up, and then it turns out that um, somebody else already had that idea.
Yes,
Like you're
collective
like, I think I made up
unconscious.
this like
Yes,
mystical like chord, and it's just like an E minor 7. But
like
like
so
we didn't know.
sad. Yes, like
Like we didn't
it's
know.
a
We were just like,
standard
whoa,
jazz
it's
chord.
like the
Like
bar chord with the little triangle in it. That's sick, bro.
yes,
I had
And
a friend
so
who thought he wrote Sweet Home Alabama. He's like, listen to this. And he played it. And my buddy's like, oh, Sweet Home Alabama. And he's like, oh.
oh,
Get
Werewolves of
this,
London.
Steven.
What?
Get this, Steven. Tucker and my first band together was called Clover May,
Clover May. Yep,
and I worked my ass off on this tune, and the riffs were so sick. And
such a sick riff.
finally came to him with it like in my hands, being like, check this out. And I played it, and he just sat there, and I was like, so what do you think? And he was like, bro, that main riff is literally note for note Iron Man.
It's straight up Iron Man.
Yeah, it's just the rhythm was a little off, but he's like literally every single note you're playing and the cadence
Oh,
of
but
it
me
all
made it
is
worse.
Iron Man.
Cosmic Offering is what that
Yep,
song was called. And you
yep.
can go on my YouTube, not to jump ahead, but if you go to youtube.com/ice909, ICENINE, the number 0 and the number 9, you can hear not the Grand Voodoo Band, no, not quite.
Clover
The
May.
Clover May recording of Cosmic Offering with Jimmy playing guitar and singing, and your boy, the Letter Tucker, playing drums all over that place.
Yo, those
I
were
am
crazy
gonna
times.
100% put that in the show notes. That is a thing that's gonna
Please
happen.
do. Yes, link to it. Do you need the link, Steven, or you can find
I'm
it probably?
looking for it now.
It's called
I'm
Cosmic Offering. Yeah.
I'm going through your solo
Clover
stuff
May.
right now. We're gonna keep scrolling. I already passed some slow-mo sexual stuff. We're into Ninja Pirates
yeah.
now.
Oh, you went
Clover
that
May.
way.
Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. Cosmic Offering. Here we go.
There it
All
is.
right.
Yes.
This is going in the
Let
show
the public
notes.
hear
Hell
that
yeah.
because it is a banger and a half.
Yeah,
Yup.
dude.
Summer
Literally,
2013,
you're literally
boy.
banging the heck out of those drums, dude.
Boy, that's probably the best summer of my life, Jimmy. I'll tell you what.
Oh,
Summer
that Daft
2013.
Punk album dropped. We found
Oh.
that Positive K record at the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
You were having your like cardigans renaissance.
Every
Yes, the
he does
second
that
one.
annually at this point.
Yeah, but this was like the first. This was the big one. This was like
the first
Okay.
the maiden
re-examination.
voyage, bro.
Like, yeah, it was
The
huge
thing that really started the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it really hasn't gone out since. I kind of thought
No.
too it would be like a fad, but no, he held on to that one tighter
He sure
than I
has,
thought.
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the
Anyway.
slow regression towards the mean and Ghost in the Field
Goats,
are
yeah.
all
Goats.
those were all Dismantelope's tunes that ended up getting adopted into the Grand Voodoo Band discography.
And it's worth mentioning that Maggie was rejected from the Dismantelopes.
No, I forgot that. I didn't know that.
No, it was rejected. Well, and
Wow.
I discussed that. I texted you about that the other day when I was telling you how much I like the version that's on the record.
I didn't know that. I totally forgot that.
I never liked that song. You tried to make it a Dismantelope song, and like I just didn't like it. I just straight up didn't like it. Like I didn't get it, and so it never became a Dismantelope song. We tried it like a couple times, and then you put out the version on the record, and like I finally get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's finally good. I've always hated, like, it was like your worst song to me until until you did the version for the record, and like I get it now. It makes sense. Yeah, and I like it.
Yep, I told you.
I know, dude. I know.
I fucking told you.
Write this down, record this, or like take a picture or whatever. But I will say this: you won't hear this much, but I will say when it's necessary, I was wrong.
Thank you.
Yep.
God, can we like distill that and not even like take
I was gonna say we need to isolate that and make that a sound clip like Brett's fucking stupid.
I want that in a bottle on my fridge, bro.
Yeah, we need fucking stupid, and we need I was wrong, and then you need to sample that in every song on your next album, Evan. So.
But yeah, anyway, I'd really appreciate it if the good folks who support this podcast would take about 40 minutes and check that album out for me. And and Tucker had such a big part of it too. So if you like everything he's done, I mean, he was like the Jerry Garcia to the Jefferson Airplane. For Surrealistic Pillow. He's literally listed on the back as like a spiritual guru or advisor or whatever. And, I mean, a lot of these songs were literally, constantly almost bounced off of Tucker. So, kudos to you. I appreciate you, bro. And I can't wait to make some more music with you now that you're you're a little bit more accessible.
Yeah.
To your
I'm
boy.
at the spot. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Dude, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about that, I guess. I don't know.
So where we can find that on the SoundClouds and on every major streaming service. I know it's on YouTube Music, which is my streaming service. It's on Spotify.
It's on all of them. But yeah, I'd prefer if people are able to listen to it on Bandcamp and support me there.
I will only link to Bandcamp in the show notes.
Is there merch? Do we have merch?
We're working on it. I want to get some new T-shirt designs and maybe some media.
Physical, maybe, I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Maybe a vinyl. Maybe vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll have to pay you to help me do that or something.
I was gonna say you'd sell at least one.
I know.
Hello.
Yeah.
I will be getting my record player back soon, so maybe 2.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Okay, all right.
It's a healthy 42 minutes, so it should be able to fit right on 2 sides.
Perfect.
And also sound perfectly good too.
It's not going to get too close to the center,
It's not
the quality kind of degrades. Yeah.
It's not like dance music or anything to where the grooves are gigantic and it takes up, huge swaths of, the plastic. So
yeah, and if you have a needle that's not weighted, it's not going to skip over the big bass lines, because Jimmy doesn't make music that's going to rattle your trunk if you have a 12-inch subwoofer.
Maybe someday.
Which, until I moved back to Indianapolis, I didn't realize was still a thing.
Yeah, bro. Get with the times.
We love the Midwest, don't we?
Where are you on social media, the letter Jimmy?
Oh yeah, I'm at Grand Voodoo Band for the music, and you can also follow my personal at wow, it's Evan Wilson on Instagram as well. Grand Voodoo is also on TikToks. Got music videos on the YouTubes. Yeah. My big thing is if you really want to get immersed, put some headphones on to this music and turn it up.
Yes.
Turn the lights down low, lay back,
I will say that the point gets across if you're listening to it on your phone speaker or on a small Bluetooth speaker or whatever. But if you have a pair of decent headphones, that's when you're going to get the director's cut. Because even I've listened to it in various forms on various different speakers, and the headphones is where I notice the little things that I appreciate the most. Just the little tiny audio touches that you only really get when it's directly into your ear. Like I'm saying, still a 10 out of 10 record if you're listening to it even on your phone speaker. But if you want that director's cut, damn near director's commentary, get it with the headphones.
I feel like it would sound just fine mono, but You know,
Yeah, for sure.
for the
I'm just
full
saying
stereophonic effects, you got to
you
put
did
those
put a lot
headphones
of
on.
you put a lot of work into making an atmosphere there, and it is best
Thank you.
represented if you have some decent headphones.
Thank you.
Indeed.
And as for this podcast, this has been the Disenfranchised Podcast. You can find us on 3 social networks and 3 only. We're on Letterboxd, we're on Bluesky, we're on YouTube at DisenfranchPod. Shoot us an email, disenfranchpod@gmail.com. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's any films you would like to see us cover. Make sure they fit the format, though, because otherwise we probably won't cover them. We also, you can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/disenfranchpod. Join the official conversation of the Disenfranchised Podcast. You can join for free, get these episodes directly in your Patreon feed, and you can comment and speak with us directly. Tucker and I usually do try to respond when we can. And you can also, for $5 a month, you can also get access to our deep back catalog of Patreon exclusive content, including episodes of Oops All Video Game Corner, Oops All Christianity Corner, Disenfranchised at the Movies, including a conversation between these 2 fine gentlemen that I'm speaking with right now on the Sebastian Stan, Jeremy Strong film The Apprentice that came out last year. You can hear them have a really great conversation about that. That's patreon.com/disenfranchpod. Also, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, leave us a nice, juicy 5-star rating and review so that people like us can find more people like you to listen to shows like this. I am your host, Stephen Foxworthy. You can find me on what am I on? Bluesky and Letterboxd, not Instagram. Don't find me on Instagram. I'm on Bluesky and Letterboxd.
You put up a thing on Instagram the other day.
Like 2 weeks ago, I put up a picture of myself in costume backstage.
Yeah.
So
and that's Mugs liked it. I didn't, but Tuck Mugs did.
I know. Don't think I didn't notice.
Shout out
Send a message, Steven. Send it a message.
And it was received loud and clear.
I don't even know what that message was.
I don't either.
It was a message.
It sure was. Was what else? Don't find Brett on social media, though. He doesn't like it when you do that. Oh, and listen to my other podcast, Wells University, with friend of the show, Hope Stough, where we talk about the life and work of the great Orson Welles. We've got a new episode dropping just a couple days ago as of the release of this.
Probably late in the day.
Yeah.
But still on that day.
A news report basically about Wells' ephemera that has been recently in the news, including the AI Magnificent Ambersons, which the news about that dropped like the day after we recorded our episode on Hearts of Age. So Hope and I weigh in on that. We may be very inebriated while discussing that, and I may not remember half that conversation. But we were very upset. So check that out wherever you get your podcasts, all the usual stuff for that as well. Don't find Brett on social media. He really hates it when you do that. Tucker, where can we find you?
Also, Steven, you've written books.
I have.
Talk about that for a moment.
I've written book. I've co-written book.
You had that kid's book though. About the book.
I mean, that was a short story more than it was a book called Henry Jacobs and the Three Nasty Nose Pickers. And then I co-wrote a novel with my partner, Mandy Gossage, about it's called Check In, Check Out. It's like the Hunger Games with 20 somethings in a hotel.
I'm going to read it real soon.
Cool.
It's real good.
It's very goofy. It's very fun. And then Tucker and I were also in a film that's getting released later this month. It's actually already on sale at endlesselsewhere.com. It's a little film called Circle City Supernatural 2.
Dose. Oh.
It's the sequel. We're actually, as 2 days from the release of this recording, it will be having its premiere in Greenfield, Indiana. What's the name of the theater? It's like
it's RJH Center for the Arts.
Center for the Arts or something like that. Yeah.
Arts, Greenfield. It's okay. Look, if you've been to Greenfield, just find the Lincoln Square Pancake House, and it's in the same
right
building.
Next door.
Sunny
Tucker and I
Greenfield, Indiana.
Tucker and I will likely be getting at least one meal together at that place.
Because I'm going to be there all day, so I'm planning on lunch and dinner at Lincoln Square.
I know.
Okay.
Tell me what time I need to get there Sunday afternoon to have lunch with you, and I will be there.
What time to start? 3:30 or 3?
I don't know, man. I'm just planning on showing up sometime in the afternoon.
So probably 2 o'clock, I'll be at Lincoln Square having a cup of coffee waiting for you, Steven.
Okay.
That's Indiana time, by the way.
Then I'll get my ass there at 1:30, and I'll be waiting for you.
Fucking A.
And it's Sunday, so we're gonna have to be wading through the after church crowd, which is gonna be great.
Shit. Now should we come like extra early so that we can basically sit there all day but like not have to wait for a seat?
I don't want to fucking get up at 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday to drive my ass from the South Burbs.
And then you lose an hour. Well, you gain an hour actually. Because you're
an hour. Yeah, I lose one coming back.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah. No, I lose an hour coming, I gain an hour going.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, but yes, Tucker and I will both be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about that, and then we'll do your socials now. Do it now. Do it, Tucker, now. And go.
I won't be doing that, Steven.
Go now.
I totally will be doing that. I'm on Instagram and YouTube as per the usual at Ice909. That's ICENINE, the number 0 and the number 9. Also on Instagram is Tuck Mugs, Tuck_mugs. That's a place on the internet where no matter who you are and what your opinions are, you can come and just like enjoy some mugs. All we're going to talk about is mugs. All we're going to talk about is what's in the mugs. Tuck Mugs is what's going to bring this country together.
It's true.
Okay? Because look, if you're some MAGA idiot, that's fine. You can come check out Tuck Mugs. But just keep it about the mugs and what's in the mugs. You know? We got to find common ground. We have to find common ground. Everybody loves mugs, and everybody loves things like liquids that are in mugs, whatever liquid that may be.
I literally drink liquids every day. I physically can't get enough.
I've been drinking liquids through this entire podcast.
Bro, my entire life, really.
This is how we heal this country, is we come together on something that you just can't disagree on.
Right?
You can't disagree on mugs. You can't disagree with drinking liquids from mugs. Come to Tuck Mugs, Tuck_mugs on Instagram, and get away from the politics, the social politics. Get away from all of that and just let's look at some mugs, man.
Yeah, I'm sick of all these political mug Instagram channels that I have to see.
I know. I'm the only one that's truly like not affiliated with anything. Though I am like super progressive in real life. But like my page, it's just mugs.
You're affiliated with having a good time in the morning.
Yeah, dude. And drinking stuff out of mugs. That's the only affiliation I have on Tuck Mugs. Drinking shit out of mugs.
Yep. Or
everybody
other glassware.
Can relate
Let's
to
be honest.
Or maybe a pint glass. It might be a shot glass. And maybe something in between that you've never even fucking seen.
Yeah, maybe breaking the format. You never know, dude.
Yeah.
You never know.
I once posted a tiki mug.
That's true, he did. It's there. If you want to see the tiki mug that Steven is talking about, you can go to Tuck Mugs, Tuck_mugs on Instagram. I'm telling you, Tuck Mugs, we get enough momentum, we save this country. That's all I'm saying.
And maybe,
no big deal.
Maybe
we'll
the world.
Figure it out. Yeah, for sure.
One mug at a time.
That's it. That's the dream.
Yep.
And that has been our episode on the 2005 classic.
I mean,
the Amityville Horror.
It's pretty all right.
I put it in air quotes.
It's okay.
It's something. It's a thing. It's definitely a movie, as Brett used to say.
I'm not offended by it at all.
I mean, not much.
Yeah, like whatever. It's fine.
The routine was all right.
And
Yeah, the roof is okay.
The roof scene, the first roof scene was pretty good.
Yeah,
They
and it's got
did
Phillip
well.
Baker Hall, and
there's some stuff happening there. That's cool. Yeah.
I think the jump scare where Ryan Reynolds sees himself in that like tub area was also pretty decent.
That's pretty.
I think that was the highlight of the scares for
Really,
me.
yeah. As far as the jump scares goes, yeah.
Yeah. Credit where credit's due, guys. I want to leave you guys with one line that I have here on my notes in quotations.
Please. Yes, please.
She's dead. She's supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Wow. I love it.
Yep.
And that is our episode. So, for our very special guest, Evan Wilson, for the very absent Brett Wright, for the very present Tucker, and for me, your host, Stephen Foxworthy. Until next time, get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I am the guy with the button.
Yeah, you have to do it this time.
To end this shit. I'm waiting. Nope, I'm like, Steven, when are you going to hit the button?
I ain't ending shit.
And theme song.